Hello NIO family, what's going on? So a few big insights are coming from NIO. According to Automotive Industry Insider Sun Sao Jun, pre-order volume for the brand new ES8 is looking incredibly strong. Now, if you have been following the sector, you know the ES9 is NIO's massive flagship executive SUV, a true powerhouse design to take on the top tier of the luxury market. But here's where the story gets really interesting. It's not just the ES9 that's winning. Reports suggest that because some users find the ES9 footprint to be almost too big for their daily needs and their families, it has actually triggered a secondary wave of interest and orders for the NIO ES8. What we are seeing here is a classic halo effect. The ES9 draws people into the showroom with its 40 plus industry first tech and executive luxury, but it also highlights the value and versatility of the ES8 for those who want that premium feel in a slightly more maneuverable package. When one new model launch drives sales for two different vehicle lines, that is a massive win for NIO's delivery guidance. To understand why this matters for the stock, we have to look at the momentum NIO is already carrying into May 2026. NIO delivered over 35,000 vehicles in March alone, a staggering 136% increase year over year. Between the core NIO brand and the family-focused Envo and the high-end compact Firefly, the company is finally hitting its stride across all segments. Apart from that, they also got 3,700 battery swap stations now active. The moat around NIO's ecosystem is becoming nearly impossible for competitors to cross. So for those of us holding NIO, this ES9 update is exactly what we wanted to hear. Strong pre-orders for a high-margin flagship combined with a spillover boost to ES8 sales suggests that NIO brand equity is at an all-time high. While the market has been volatile, the fundamentals are showing a company that is no longer just surviving the EV war. They are beginning to dictate the terms. With ES9 official delivery starting later this month, we could be looking at a very strong second quarter and a potentially breakout for the stock as well. CEO Lee Bin strategy is paying off now, and tech stack inside these cars is year ahead of the competition. If NIO can continue to convert this massive pre-orders interest into deliveries, the upside from here remains significant. Now, while the ES9 and the ES8 are crushing it in the premium segment, we have to look at the massive growth engine NIO is building for the mass market. I'm talking about the Onvo brand, specifically the new launched L80. We just got an inside look at the order situation for the L80, and the data is looking very promising. Historically, NIO doesn't release specific order number right after a launch, but the earlier word is that L80 is already promising better than L90 did during its same launch last time. In fact, orders were still surging late into the night immediately following the reveal. Here, I would say that there is a fascinating dynamic happening with Onvo right now. NIO CEO William Lee recently pointed out that NIO's current brand awareness is roughly where the NIO main brand was back in late 2019 and 2020. Think about 2019. Most people hadn't heard of NIO, and the company was fighting for its life. But look at where they are right now. That's the crazy part. Even with low brand awareness, on conversion rate is exceptionally high. What that tells us as investors is that once a customer actually learn about the L80, once they see the 900-volt silicon carbide system and the battery swapping system, they aren't just interested, they are buying it. The L80 is a strategic masterpiece, no doubt. It's a two-row, five-seat SUV that effectively undercuts the Tesla Model Y by nearly 18,000 yuan. It's built on advanced NT3 platform, featuring the Senzi NX9031 chip. Then it got ultra efficiency, energy consumption as low as 12.1 kilowatt per 100 kilometers. Then mass market pricing starting around 245,000 yuan, but dropping significantly if you opt out the battery as a service plan. This is the reason why I would say that Neo Group approach is so powerful. By moving into the mass market with Onvo and the upcoming Firefly brand, Neo is solving its biggest historical criticism, volume. The Neo brand is holding onto high gross margin of 20 to 25%, while Onvo is designed to scale. As brand awareness for Onvo catches up to the quality of the product, which we expect to happen as NIO expand its Sky stores across 210 cities, we are going to see a breakthrough in sales volume that the market has not yet priced in. So when you step back and look at the full picture for May 2026, the bull case for NIO has never been clearer. First, you have the ES9 and the ES8 dominating the high-end executive market. Then you got the Onvo L80 outspacing the L90 and ready to take the market share from Tesla. And you have a narrowing net loss with revenue climbing towards that 20 billion yuan quarterly mark. That is the reason why I would say that the valley of death from 2019 is a distant memory. Today, NIO is a multi-brand powerhouse with best charging and swapping infrastructure in the world. For long-term investors, the current momentum suggests that breakthrough we have been waiting for is finally hitting the pavement. And after the launch of these new vehicles, I believe delivery numbers will skyrocket because these new launches will also improve the delivery numbers of the older models. So expect some good numbers in upcoming quarters. With that said, thank you so much for being here. See you in next one.